Hey everyone, how's it going? You're watching Corky Lumpur. In today's video, I wanted to talk about my ADHD just a little bit and talk about the fact that I'm going to start live streaming on this channel starting today for the first time. In fact, I'm supposed to do that right now, but I'm just sitting here making this video for like the fifth take or something because I can't seem to get my words right when I'm in a hurry to do something else. So the story is I've been battling ADHD for most part of my life. It's been with me for decades and I don't expect ADHD to go away anytime soon. It is undiagnosed but also self-diagnosed. The primary symptom that I have is the inability to concentrate on doing things that I don't want to do, that I'm supposed to do, even if those things are important. And that thing in the last 1 year has been trading. Now, a year ago, I set out on this little challenge to become a profitable day trader in order to prove all these different haters and naysayers and all of that wrong. That's a longer story that we can get into maybe in one of those live streams itself, because you're welcome to ask me anything. And that's something that I've unfortunately not been able to make as much progress as I would have liked. And I hold myself to an extremely high standard. If you heard about the progress in detail, I could probably talk your ear off for like an hour on how I've been doing for the last 1 year. You probably think that it's really impressive progress. And to me, it's not impressive because I know how much time I've spent procrastinating, not doing what I'm supposed to do, doing other stuff, going on trips, whatever it is, instead of just dialing the fuck in to get good at day trading. And I'm on that route, but I feel like that I could be moving a lot faster if I just stop getting my mind everywhere and getting dialed in. The other thing that I've had as part of the ADHD package is Hyperfocus. So this part really proves a lot of naysayers who might say like, maybe you're just lazy, bro. Maybe you're just dumb. Maybe it's not ADHD. You never got diagnosed anyway. How do you know it's ADHD? So I've had this Hyperfocus component part of ADHD, which I don't know if some of you may know about or not, but it's a part where you're not able to focus for a good amount of time on stuff that you're not interested in, but you're supposed to do anyway. But on the other hand, you might find stuff that you're really interested in doing, and then basically you're just dialed the fuck in. This has been something that's been around since I was like 7 or 8 years old. The first time that I remember being hyper-focused was in a special math class that my mom sent me to, because I was 7 or 8 years old at the time, and my mom is a very, let's just say, awake kind of person, and she realized that the Malaysian education system, which I grew up in most of the part of my life, was going to be completely useless to us kids. So one thing that she did was she signed us up for this special math class to learn math at a higher level. So the way that this math class worked is that there were something like 10 or 12 levels, and there would be like sets of homework that you're supposed to do over the course of like 3 to 6 months or something. And at the end of each span of time, you get this exam. And if you pass this exam, you will be able to move on to the next step. And one of the features of this math program was that if you could finish your homework at a rate that was much faster than scheduled, you could take the exam faster than everyone else because you finished all your homework in time. And if you could take the exam earlier than everyone else, and you could pass that exam, you could jump on to the next level where you could do basically the same thing. So this whole level up progression game system was something that I found really fun, and I started doing the math homework like fucking crazy. I did it as if my life depended on it. And there's a lot of examples from other parts of my life throughout the course of time, from the time that I started building websites to the point where I built like my own crypto mining farm in my fucking living room. All those things were enabled by the fact that I could hyper focus because I was super interested in it. So I would do that thing nonstop without any breaks whatsoever aside from toilet breaks and time to eat. I might be pretty far on the ADHD spectrum, I think, but I'm also pretty high functioning. Some people forget to eat because they're so focused doing that one thing, but I'm not one of those people. The max I do is I start becoming a bit of a social recluse, and I stopped talking to my friends. That's about it. I still remember to eat. I still remember to go to the bathroom. I still remember to drink water, although I should drink a lot more water than I have been drinking, because that's one thing that I score, I guess, a bit lower than the rest on. Anyway, what was I going to talk about again? Right, this live stream thing. I decided that I would start doing live streams from now on because I'm supposed to get good at day trading over here, and I also like making videos. I don't make any money off of these videos. I don't stand to gain any benefit. I just want to make the world a little bit of a better place by calling out all the shit, all the bullshit that's going on that a lot of society refuse to talk about. And one of the problems with that, it's not really a problem, but I like making videos so much that creating YouTube videos for this channel tends to become a form of procrastination for me, where I stop learning how to trade and I start whipping out the camera and all this bullshit and start to film a video. And I have this bit of a perfectionist tendency. I'm not going to post this video in an edited form. You're going to see it as filmed. But for the other videos, I do them unscripted, but I also sometimes take a couple of takes before I get my words right, and it's time consuming. So that's something that I don't want to do as well. And then the other day I just had this toilet bowl thought, and I was thinking about Louis Rossmann and how he used to make live board repairs on his channel. So he used to live stream his board repairs on his channel, and even made a second channel for that back in like 2016 to 2019 or 2020 or so. And that was basically his job, right? He was doing his job while being able to create content and engage with his viewers and all that, which is something that I was like, I could probably do that, because technically my job over here is to get good at day trading and learning how to trade. And there's a lot of things that I have to do, but one of them is reverse engineering trades. That's kind of my learning process. There's a bunch of people that I've followed, and I've done a lot of autistic background checking, to put it in brief, on those people, and I believe that those people are actually as profitable as they claim. Feel free to debate me, but this is not the video for it. We can do it probably in a live stream or something. I believe that these people are for real. One thing that I've done is I've compiled a bunch of their trades into an Excel sheet, and I'm starting to reverse engineer those trades in order to try to see what they were seeing when they decided to take those trades, when they decided to cut those losses, when they decided to take those profits. I want to know what they were seeing so that I can try to replicate it and be as successful as they are. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into the freaking live stream after I post this video, and hopefully you'll enjoy whatever I have to say. Feel free to ask me anything that's, I guess, appropriate for YouTube, and I'll still be making normal videos. Fear not. It's just that I don't have the time and mental bandwidth to be able to do that every single day, let alone multiple times a week. So the best compromise for you guys, if you want content and I want my productivity, live streams. That's it. Hope you learned something. See you all in the next video. Goodbye.